Today I'm going to talk about the fantastic hybrid 55 plus community called Victory at Verrado. Now, what is a hybrid community? Stick around, I'm going to tell you. Thanks so much for coming to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a current subscriber, thank you. I appreciate every single view that comes from my channel. You guys mean so much to me, and I especially love it when people reach out to me and say, hey, we saw your video on Sun City or Pebble Creek or whatever it is that you see, and then reach out to me by phone or by email and just want to talk about the various areas. I love it when that happens. So keep those calls, texts, emails coming. I love hearing from all of you guys. Let's get to Victory at Verrado. Victory is the 55 plus active adult community inside of the big community of Verrado. Verrado is just over 14,000 homes. It's a very large master plan community at Buckeye, Arizona, maybe about 20 miles from downtown Phoenix, and gorgeous tree-lined streets, shops, dining, cute little communities that are all very well planned. You'll never know that you're in the middle of the desert when you drive through Verrado. It is gorgeous. What do I mean by a hybrid 55 plus community? Well, a lot of 55 plus or active adult communities traditionally have been entirely self-contained communities that are just for adults over 55. When you're talking about a hybrid situation, what that means is it's a community within a community. In this case, Victory at Verrado is a separate community that is gated, and it consists of about 3,500 homes. They have all of their own amenities, but you're still able to use all of those really nice amenities from the overall larger community. So if you're maybe a little bit younger, you're just barely turning 55, Victory at Verrado or any other hybrid community might be something worth a look for you, just because you're separate but still together. So I do hear from a lot of people that say, you know, we're not that old yet. We're just not sure if we want to be with a bunch of old people. Well, first of all, people in 55 plus communities are not all old. If they were old, they would have stayed back where they came from and they'd be sitting in their recliner watching Wheel of Fortune. That is not what goes on for the most part in most of our 55 plus communities. Age is just a number. People are still very, very active. It's a way to delineate from the outside world. So don't panic and think, oh my gosh, if I go to such and such area, everybody's going to be old. Not totally the case. However, having said that, if you're in a hybrid type community, you might find a lot of people that are still working. Maybe they just want an area that's self-contained so they can go to their pool without, small children running around. It's not 100% active adult. It's really a nice blend. Now, when we're talking about Verrado, again, the entrance is gorgeous, tree-lined streets. And there's kind of a little community hub, I would call it downtown Verrado, where there are shops, there's a CVS drugstore, there is a Basha's grocery store. All of these things look very, very different from the CVS on the outside of Verrado. It looks like a typical CVS, but they've taken great care to make everything very, I would say, special and unique when it's in the Verrado community. So if you don't want just an area that looks like the typical place with strip centers all around it, Verrado might be a good location for you. One of the things I like about the Victory at Verrado area is that it's not just one home builder. There are multiple home builders in there. I think there's maybe 5 total. And that way you've got a variety of prices, styles, overall looks. You know how it is. And I see this a lot with clients that I take to model homes. You just know it when you see it. You like a particular builder's style. Well, some areas, Pebble Creek for instance, is just one builder there. So you either like their style or you don't. It's not a bad style, but if you want a little more variety to your neighborhood, then Victory at Verrado might be a great option. Homes in the Victory area start in the mid 300s, and that would be for some of the twin homes, which are really just 2 single family homes that they've put together. I hate to use the word duplex because that seems kind of junky and old school. They're not a duplex, but it is 2 single family homes that share one common wall. Don't worry, the people in the adjoining home are not going to hear your music unless you're really rude with your loud music. But on a day-to-day basis, you're not going to hear them and they're not going to hear you. But it does help keep your costs down. If you're looking for a single family home, those are priced a little bit higher in the 400s to 500s, going all the way up into the low 1 millions, depending on your needs and the size and things like if you want a casita or not. It all depends, but there are lots of very nice options there to meet any budget and really any style. Now, for my golf friends out there, Verrado has a nice selection of 2 golf courses. Plus, there's a bonus for those of you at Victory. They have what they call the Victory Golf Playground. Now, the cool thing about the Victory Golf Playground is that they have got 12 acres of golf space there. They've got, I think, 5 golf holes and some practice areas, and they'll have private events just for Victory residents and lessons. All of that is staffed by the Verrado golf pros. So you've got top-notch instruction, but maybe you just want to go out and practice and want a little more than the driving range. You can specifically go to the golf playground and enjoy a little more variety than just hitting another bucket of balls. I think that's really a cool thing to have right in your neighborhood. Let's talk about clubs and groups. You know, all of these 55 plus active adult areas have clubs and groups. But again, being a hybrid community, you've got double the opportunities. They have specific groups for Victory at Verrado and then the regular groups for the whole Verrado community. So maybe you like a certain thing that maybe is a little more limited. If you go to the whole Verrado group, you might have a good variety of people. Again, a good variety of ages. So depending on what your interests are, there is a really good selection of things to join and get involved in, both in Victory and in regular Verrado. I think that's really a cool option for my people out there who like to be active and are joiners. The Adult Community Center is definitely the hub of life at Victory. It's got a resort feel to it and has fantastic views looking out over the Phoenix Valley. They've got their very own spa, even a cool little vineyard and a restaurant where they serve farm-to-table food and wine made from the grapes of that vineyard. Meet your friends at the Vic Bar and Kitchen for cocktails or a nice meal. It's a great place to just drive down in your car or in your golf cart. It's very close inside your neighborhood. If you feel that you're looking for a lot of activity and entertainment inside your neighborhood, then Victory at Verrado might be the place for you. You're not very far from Phoenix. The airport is about 40-ish minutes away. So again, If you're people that travel for work or you just travel, or of course, when you live in Arizona, remember, you're going to be picking people up from the airport. It's just a fact. They all want to come visit. It's not that far of a drive. You're also fairly decent distance from downtown Phoenix. So if you like major pro sporting events, you like museums, the symphony, concerts, it's really not that far. It's just far enough that you're separate and you have your own lifestyle, but you're still able to do all of the really cool big city things that we have here. Overall, for day-to-day living, I would give Victoria at Verrado a 10 out of 10 for all of the awesome amenities, the location, the lifestyle, the beauty. It has everything that you'll want. If you're interested in this or other areas in the Phoenix area that are active adult communities, be sure to reach out to me at the number below on the screen. Send me a text, a call, or if you'd like to schedule a Zoom, just scroll down to the information section below and you'll see my link. You can click that link and let's set a time for a Zoom call to talk about all of your needs, your plans to come and take a look at the Phoenix area. I would love to be able to talk to you more about that. And until we do talk, keep watching. I've got more videos coming soon.